I thought I will record another short video just to show you that you don't need to have a close-up portrait. So remember I said I thought it wasn't ethereal enough, and I'm still using the watercolor painting, but I can also use the same one to create a little bit more photorealistic portrait. But look at this one. All I've done is just created the prompt that will show the full body. That's why I said beautiful woman walking towards the camera, smiling, depicted as a goddess of four elements, water, earth, the same, very similar, very similar prompt, but I added a few more elements to that. And I referenced the same image that was the same picture that we had. And then I said CW0. So that would be reference an image as close as possible to the one that we gave it. Another thing we can do with this one, instead of referencing original image, I'm going to actually test it right now. And we're going to use everything the same, but I'm going to reference the image that we actually generated. So now Midjourney is going to be referencing this image, not this, but this one. Okay. So I'm going to copy this link and I'm going to do -- C ref space image, and then I'm also going to do CW0. Again, 0 means to be as close as possible to the models that we gave it. We gave them Midjourney. So now look, while this is generating, look how close, even so, we did not do any face swap. You can actually see resemblance right here. And what I love about that it's giving you that artistic rendering without the plastic look, right? So without that photorealistic, more plastic look. Even when we use apps and when we make it more life look like more, alive, it still has a little bit of that filtering, right? So it's almost like you put a lot of filters on. But when we're doing it this way, it's actually my favorite way to do that. It creates a really cool artistic effect, and you can also use many different styles, right? I happen to like watercolor, but you can use many different styles as well. So let's see what happened when we refer to that other image, and let's see how it looking. Actually, it did not work out really well in that case because we kind of layer in watercolor on watercolor, right? So this one didn't really work out really well, but this new way of referencing, it giving you already pretty good models here. Look at the face. Like here is not quite the same, but it definitely so much closer to her. Like it looks so much closer like Jessica. Okay. So this is what I want. Like this one was my favorite here. I'm going to save that as well. So here we go. Just wanted to show you that again, it will be all, you will have to play around with that. Yeah, like this one, I think it's very not the right proportions, kind of head is much bigger than the body. So you'll have to play around with that, and it's a lot of tweaking. It's not going to happen right away. It's not like going to happen immediately. So if I will maybe use this prompt, but will not say in the style of watercolor, let's see what it's going to give me. So I'm going to use exactly the same, and I'll just remove the watercolor. We can even say photorealistic and see, as I'm saying, it's just playing with it. It's just really playing and testing and tweaking. And then finally, you will find that image that would work really well. Okay. And then you just save that image and you keep it and you keep referencing that as your model. And it works quite well because when you referencing from already something that was generated by AI, it recognizing it a little bit better in some cases, right? So as you can see, some cases work and some not. So let's see what actually will happen when we set more photorealistic. Let's see here if we have better features or not. I don't know. Here we go. So not all, like I'm not sure I like this facial expression here. And it's not quite, actually, I like just straight referencing. So see, this one doesn't really give you really good referencing in this one. So we'll continue tweaking and doing different things, but I really like how it came out when we referenced and just enhanced our prompt as well. So it's not necessarily close-up portrait, but we can also see some resemblance. It's not exactly the same, but it looks pretty good. You can recognize the person and it looks really fun. Okay, so here we go. And that is it for referencing images.